Hey guys, it's Taku. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm back here with some manga stuff. It's been a minute for manga, right? So normally I've been, well, not normally, but what I've been trying to do is these like semi-regular seasonal hauls for like my anime, manga, and books, and even K-pop stuff as it comes up. Sometimes there's more or less each season, so I just end up kind of grouping things together. I have enough here that I think I wanted to do just a short video over. And I'll have more manga probably coming in the summer than the spring. So this is all books that come from the past 4 to 5-ish months. And funny enough, we're actually going to start with something that's not manga. So I have a couple novels here that are, in the realm of anime, danme, things like that. So first is Peach Blossom Det. This is a novel. I don't know how to pronounce this. Da Fang Guo. I probably butchered that. But anyway, this was a recommendation that I saw floating around and decided to pick it up. It's brought to us by the publisher Peach Flower House. They have a bunch of danme in their catalog, and as you can see, I'm about halfway through it. So this one is you can read the back here. So the idea is that Song Yao, the main character, ate an elixir pill and became an immortal that way, and he spends his lifetime, I guess several lifetimes, going into the mortal world and kind of taking over bodies and positions of specifically there's a couple that are in love. They're destined to be in love together, and so he kind of goes back and habits the body of someone else, and essentially is like ruining the relationship or trying to mess it up. It's really interesting, yeah. So the idea is that his punishment or his trial is that for taking the immortality is that he is to work on this relationship between these other two people. But of course he ends up developing feelings for one of them, and it's a mess. So I'm about halfway through it. Love it so far. Need to finish it. Two books here that I've got. These are both novels from Yen On, and these are by Makoto Shinkai. This is Suzume, which I technically read first, so I'll show you this one. And I've read all of Suzume, all of his novels now with this Garden of Words one here. I like to annotate, so I put little bookmarks on the passages that I like. And yeah, it was a good read. I like the movies more, of course, for all of his works, but sometimes his novels are able to bring out another point of view, a different perspective, another historical note, cultural note, detail that, of course, you can't really spend the time in a movie doing. So I particularly noted the very last page because it changed the way forever that I watched the movie. Check out the last line of the movie and the last line of the book. And I don't know, maybe I was just dumb when I watched the movie, but I loved this. These are really nice little hardbacks. I'll show you the inside. It's got some gold or silver foiling there. So read this, and then of course I just recently read The Garden of Words. This was a great book. If you know, The Garden of Words is only a 40-minute long animated feature, and so the book greatly embellishes on other characters and other points of view, and you get lots more. It almost feels like an entirely different work. I quite enjoyed this though. So now we've got more of the kind of traditional manga haul here. So the first 3 volumes I want to bring out here. All right, Call of the Night. So I'm skipping around a bit with Call of the Night. These were the orange sticker. They were on sale. So I have 1 through 9, and I was able to get 10, 11, and 13. So I will pick up volume 12 and then the remaining 7-ish volumes. Probably, in my next big manga haul. So I'm a little behind on Call of the Night just in terms of reading. I think I've read up to 8, and then I took a huge break from just reading manga in general. It's very busy. And so, with me finishing Fire Force recently, I want to go through now Call of the Night, probably just start it from the beginning and do a complete catch-up on it because I loved what I've read and I anticipate the rest of it being pretty good. 2 more volumes I've got here are, again, it's another series that I'm being pretty selective with my manga, but I am still reading and collecting Your Turn to Die, Well, I guess not reading it, collecting it. So this is a majority vote death game, and it is original story by Nankidai and art by Tatsuya Ikegami. So this is based off of a horror video game for the computer. And I have a long history with that, just playing that game a little bit with my brother. And when they announced a manga adaptation, and the manga adaptation is actually pretty good, it was and new too. It's very new, so you might know it by the majority vote death game, death by majority or something like that. So it's one of those kind of survival games, but with lots of murder mystery elements in it. Don't want to spoil it. I don't want to open the cover and spoil myself. The next bundle here is going to be some BL manga. Of course, I always haul BL manga when I can. It's one of the things that I'm not really selective about these days. So here we do have a continuation, though. Always good to pick up a volume of Seaside Stranger. This is Harukaze no Étrangère, and it is by Ki Kana. I have read the first 5 volumes, so I'm ready to read volume 6. And the art is just so cute, and I'm in love with the story. I'm a bit nervous, though, because I think the relationship is getting a little out of hand with these volumes, but I know our main couple, Shun and Mio, will be able to coast it out. So we are long past the simple island love story, and it's developing into something, a lot more complicated and honestly still beautiful and engaging. Another series that I am continuing to pick up is My Summer of You. This is like the Summer with You sequel. This little series has the most confusing naming schema. So the first 2 volumes go together, and then this is like the sequel. But the way that it was published is volume 3. So this is, of course, Nagisa Furuya. Nagisa Furuya is like probably my favorite BL mangaka right now. And none of their works are like necessarily like lewd. I find that all of the tender moments created and the circumstances and situations created between the lead characters in Nagisa Furuya works, there's just something in it that's like, this is relatable. I can't go into too much detail without mentioning certain titles, but I love My Summer of You. The first volume destroyed me, and so I picked up volume 3 without realizing I need volume 2, so I'll go back and get it, trust me. I have another Nagisa Furuya work here. This is The Two Lions. I was a little less interested in this one just as a premise because I think it involves not a gang story, but someone who sets themselves up as this like feared back then as a secret gang leader. This is the gang one. Okay, so it's like rough and tough on the outside, but probably a softy deep down. This one is by 7 Seas, which is a bit frustrating because I think Kodansha has been releasing all of this mangaka's works. So you have to switch publishers just a bit, but haven't read it yet, but it's a one-shot. And then I do actually have 2 more Nagisa Furuya works. These are recently published, again, from Kodansha. So this is My Ultramarine Sky. This is a BL one-shot. Again, haven't read it, so I don't really have too much to tell you. But it looks like this one is a high school romance drama. The other one was, I think, college. This one here is Number Call, Nagisa Furuya, Kodansha. All of these are going to look so nice all together. I wish that Two Lions were not that way. This one looks like it's another high school relationship. So the author's Japanese debut, now available for the first time in English. Oh, okay, so this might be, Number Call might be their first. Oh, I just want to sit down and read all of these at the same time, savor all of them. So this one is a bit more on the lewd side. This is Send Them a Farewell Gift for the Last Time. And what caught me actually was the title of this. This is from Love. Who is this? Who is the publisher? I don't know if I can really tell. Tokyo Pop. Okay. So it must be like a different branch from them or something. Either that or I just wasn't paying attention. So this is from Tokyo Pop. That's what I thought. Because they have that thick colored border. like a lot of Tokyo Pop stuff does. Haven't read it, but yeah, it's from Kokomi, which I guess you could have seen right there. And the last, I guess I don't want to call it BL. This is Until I Met My Husband. It is, yeah, it's based off of a novel, but it's a true story by Ryosuke Nanasaki, art by Yoshi Tsukizuki. So the art for this particular adaptation or take, I guess, on this story. Such an interesting book, I guess, to get released. Yeah, it's a memoir of a gay activist and the first religiously recognized same-sex marriage in Japan. So I just also happen to love the art style. So picking this up and thumbing through this in the store. You can tell that Seven Seas went for a nicer treatment on this. The stock just feels like they're thicker pages. So yeah, I'm hoping that I enjoy this this historical event, particularly through the manga lens. I have 3 volumes here real quick that are not actually, it's not manga. This is manhwa, but I've been continuing to collect like volumes of the Korean comics for BTS, Tomorrow by Together, and Enhypen. So that is Seven Fates, Choco. This is volume 2. And then I have volume 3. Sorry, these are so out of order. I haphazardly grabbed them in the last second. Yeah, these are like co-produced by Webtoon. This is volume 3. And then Star Seekers, volume 2. And this is volume 3, which just came out. Actually, this I just arrived in the mail. And then this is Dark Moon, The Blood Altar, Volume 2, and Volume 3 will be coming out in June. So they've got them on rotation every month that these will come out. So this was the past, five-ish months. So probably January through May. I'm current on all of those. I'm really enjoying them. The next, oh gosh, guys, I'm like scrambling off screen to get these. I'm just going to set them all here because they're so heavy. Okay, these are the Sailor Moon Eternal editions. You might remember a while back, like honestly, it was during pandemic where I was reading them intently. And then I fell off and I realized, why haven't I read Sailor Moon in a while? It's because I ran out of volumes to read. So as soon as I like had that little duh moment, I went and picked up volume 4, which I am in the middle of reading. I'm almost done with it. This has Sailor Jupiter on the front. These are very high quality paper. The color prints on the inside are just gorgeous. Like, wow. Just great stuff. Great stuff all around. And then this is volume 5. So you can see the cover has kind of a sparkle to it. My lighting is awful because we're using natural light right now. But the yellow on the inside for Sailor V is really pretty. I'm in love with these so much. So this now is going to be the start of what would be like the 3rd season. This is the story of Sailor Moon S. This is volume 6. I picked this one up in a bookstore just this past weekend. So it's got Haruka Michiru on it, Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune. Once again, really nice quality. The color pages are also just to die for, honestly. Let's see. Like, wow. This is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So, stunning publication here. We skip around just a little bit because I was grabbing volumes that were on sale. So this is volume 9. So I'll get 7 and 8 are on the way. So you'll probably see them in the next video, unfortunately. I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait any longer. This is volume 9 of the manga, of course, with our main couple on the front. And then this is volume 10. This is the very last volume of Naoko Takeuchi's Sailor Moon. So I will get the Sailor V manga in the same publications at some point, but I've been prioritizing kind of the main story right now. So that is all of Sailor Moon in these gorgeous Eternal editions. I have no regrets with picking these up. I think this is going to be the way that I want to own it for like the long haul. Amazing. And then the very last book that I picked up, and I'm a little apprehensive on this one, so you guys will have to tell me. Please tell me, did I make the right purchase? This is a Battle Angel Alita. This is the deluxe editions from Kodansha. This is volume 2. Of course, it's the classic manga by Yukito Kishido. And I have volume 1, love it, read it. But with the recent paperbacks that Kodansha has been putting out, I don't know if I actually should be picking this up in paperback if I'm wanting, more like consistent releases. So this is like these big hardback versions of it. They're really gorgeous publications, but I just don't know if I need kind of all of the deluxe features. So you guys will have to tell me, what do you think? This one's also hardback, whereas the Sailor Moon ones are softback. But that is everything that I picked up. That is all of the manga. So I'm always picking up these series that I love, and it feels like such a long time coming, especially for these two. But then again, I always make sure to throw in some BL. There's always something, it seems like, kind of like a shonen series, but not like one of the big ones that people are talking about. And then Makoto Shinkai. So let me know your thoughts on all of these books down in the comments, guys. I hope you're all doing well, and until the next seasonal haul.